MSC Euribia is one of the biggest cruise ships in the world with space for over 6,300 guests. There's so much to see and do on this ship. So today we're going to take a tour of the whole ship. We're going to walk around the full thing starting right here on deck 5. Now we are towards the back of deck 5 at the moment, and this is where you'll find one of the main dining rooms. There are several main dining rooms on the ship. They're pretty much all the same, so it doesn't matter which one you get assigned to. And this one is called Green Orchid. So let's go and have a look inside. When you enter the main dining room, you'll be shown to your assigned table. And as you can see, there are all different kinds of tables. We've got the round ones over here, and then over here, we've got the square and rectangular tables. Now, one thing that you'll notice is that the tables, they're all pretty close together. And you know, I wasn't sure about that at first, but really, it's not too bad, because what that means is that you have the option of pretending that you're at your own table, but if you do want to make friends with the people next to you, you can act kind of like you're on a shared table. So you can talk to the people on the next table, but you don't have to, which is quite nice. If you are in a larger group, you can have one of these tables. As you can see, there are some really, really big tables over here for larger groups. And with the set dining times, you will get assigned the same table every night, so you'll have the same waiters. MSC Cruises does also offer a flexible dining option, but for most people, you'll have either the earlier dining time, which is roughly 5:30, or the later dining time, which is around 8:15 p.m, depending on the ship. Now, walking out of the restaurant here, we're going to go and have a look what else there is to see on deck 5. So we're going to keep walking through this lovely open space with all the bottles of wine and all the glitz until we reach the Atrium. One thing that you'll notice about MSC ships is that everything is sparkly and shiny. They are very, very glamorous. This is a 3-story atrium. We're on the bottom floor here on deck 5, and you'll see the beautiful Swarovski crystal staircases. Each one of those has thousands and thousands of crystals. They must cost an absolute fortune, but they do make the ship look really, really beautiful. And there we've got looking up to the mirrored ceiling. It's really, really nice. Here we've got a grand piano, so you can come for a drink before or after dinner. This is a really nice place to sit outside the restaurant and enjoy some lovely live music. And look at those beautiful stairs. This is a really nice place to come and stand and have a photograph, particularly on formal night when you've got your nice outfit on. Just be careful, because sometimes the stairs, being so shiny, they can be a little bit slippy. We've got a few more things as well on this deck. We've got a little shop here which belongs to the MSC Foundation. MSC Cruises does quite a lot of work in protecting the oceans, so you can find out more about that here, and there's a few little things that you can buy. And then around here we've got the MSC Excursions desk. There's another one upstairs as well, but this is a good place to come and organise your days ashore. And then round to the left we've got the guest services desk. And there's a lovely bar down here as well. This is open all day, so you can come and grab a coffee in the morning and look out of the window, or you can come and have a glass of something fizzy in the evening. It's just a really nice place to meet and sit. This one's called the Infinity Bar. Now let's head up the stairs onto the next deck, which is deck 6. This ship has 19 decks, and I believe 15 of them are accessible to passengers. So on this tour, we're going to have a good walk around all of them. So if you are cruising on this ship, you'll get your bearings and you'll know where to go. So on this deck, you'll find lots of shops and bars and lounges. This one is a nice little place to come and have a drink. You can also do wine tasting here. I'm not sure what that is, something to do with wine, I assume. But they do wine tasting classes here, and you can come to like talks where they'll tell you all about the different wines. And then over here are the self-service wine machines, so you can pick which wine you want and come and get a glass of it. And it tells you here as well how much each one is. Just be aware that these aren't included in your drinks package. So if you have a drinks package, you will have to pay extra if you want any of these wines. And here as well, we have some interactive tables so that if you do come to the wine tasting experience, it shows up on the table lots of information about the wines. That seems like a nice activity to do. MSC Euribia is the only MSC cruises ship that has this. They're testing it out. If it goes well, we can expect that this is something that they will roll out to other ships in the fleet in the future as well. Through here, there's some more lovely sculptures. These ones I absolutely love. They're made out of plastic that has been fished out of the sea, and an artist has turned them into these lovely swordfish. So here, this is the entrance to one of the other main dining rooms. So this is where people will, stand while they wait for the restaurant to open for dinner. You might meet people here. And there's these great big screens as well, which gives information about exactly what MSC Cruises is doing to help the environment, which is brilliant. So here we have the two more main dining rooms. This one, Aurora Boreale, and on the other side is Aurora Borealis. They're both exactly the same as the other one downstairs. Just 3 main dining rooms, because obviously this is a really big ship, so that's a lot of people that need to have dinner. Now heading back this way towards the 2nd floor of the atrium, we'll have a walk around and see what's around here. So this is your cruise card activation points. So MSC Cruises doesn't make you link a credit card to your cruise card before you board. However, if you want to make purchases, you have to, and that machine is an easier way to do it than going to guest services. Through here as well is the photo centre. So if you get your photo taken anywhere around the ship, this is where you can come and order your prints or get them on a USB stick. And then over here at the side, this is strange, it's just a big space. It seems a little bit like a wasted space, but do you know what? This ship is really spacious, so I suppose they can do things like that. Seems weird to me, but it is what it is. It's a nice place to come and have a sit. Over here as well, we have another shop. This one is the MSC shop, so if you fancy any branded memorabilia, a hoodie or a teddy or a model of the ship, then this is the place to come. You can also get Lego models of the ships, which are pretty cool. If you want a souvenir, that's a good one to get. And now we have the main promenade with this incredible ceiling. This is the longest LED screen ceiling ever. It's absolutely huge, and it changes all the time as well, so every time you look up you'll see something different, and a lot of the time it's moving things. You'll see whales swimming across there, you'll see sunrises, sunsets. It's absolutely beautiful. Now this is a great place to come any time of day, particularly in the evening, and just have a wander and walk around here and see where you end up, and there's lots of interesting things to do. So here is the future cruise desk. So if you love your cruise so much that you want to book another one while on board, you can do that here. And then over to the left, we've got one of the specialty dining restaurants. And over to the right, we've got several shops. Now there's lots of shops on this ship. You can buy all kinds of things, watches, handbags, perfume, everything. So if you like shopping, you definitely won't be disappointed. Here we have another luxury shopping plaza. Inside there's all different kinds of shops. You can get whiskey, you can get handbags, you can get jewellery in there. And then over on the left is a place where you can come and get crepes and gelato. This is for an extra charge, but if you fancy a treat, that's the place to go. And here is the second MSC Excursions desk, as well as the one downstairs. And round to the right, we have the Jean-Philippe Chocolate Cafe. This one is also for an extra charge, but here you can come and get hot chocolates. You can get chocolates to take away as souvenirs. And here on the left we have the Tacos and Cantina, which is another one of the specialty restaurants which is available for an extra charge. If you do want to try any of the specialty restaurants on board, you can pay for them individually, or you can buy a package that lets you visit 2 or 3 or 4 of them. And we've got a few more shops here. We've got the watches and sunglasses. And here's another one of the boutiques that sells fashion accessories and clothes. And here we have another bar. This is a really lively bar in the evenings. You'll do well to get a seat here, but it's got a great dance floor. They've always got live music on, and this is a really fun place to come. It's right by the theatre as well, so you can come before or after the show and grab a cocktail, and you can take that into the theatre with you as well. And then round the corner we've got yet more clothes shops. The shops only open when the ship is at sea, so they will close when you're in port and during the night as well. And here we have the Delphi Theatre, where you'll find fantastic shows on pretty much every night. This is a really large theatre and there's always plenty of seats, but I do recommend booking the shows in advance on the app just to make sure that you get space. Even though it's so big, you know, there's a lot of guests on this ship, so I would recommend that you do that. The entertainment on MSC Cruises really is fantastic. There's some great singers, dancers, and then also because most of the guests are from lots of different nationalities, you'll find that they have a lot of things that don't rely on language. So you'll see acrobats, jugglers, things like that. So they're all great family shows. I definitely recommend that you come and visit the theatre while you're here. Now let's head upstairs to the next deck, which I believe is deck 7. So here we are at the front of deck 7, where we have the MSC AA Spa. And in here you can book all kinds of treatments, you can book massages, you can book facial treatments. There's lots and lots in here. There's also a hair salon and a separate barber shop. And there's a nail salon as well. Now let's have a look inside the thermal area. So I was lucky enough to spend an hour in the thermal area, and it's absolutely fantastic. It's one of the best spas that I've ever seen on a cruise ship because it's really, really big. So over here on the left, we've got the salt room, which is just a lovely place to just sit and relax. I actually had a nap on one of those chairs. And we've got lots of fancy showers that have hot and cold water. Here is the standard sauna, which is very, very hot. And this is the ice room, which is really, really refreshing. Over on here, we've got a soft sauna for people who are a bit soft and don't fancy the really hot sauna. And there's a really nice bubbly jacuzzi that fits at least 6 people in there as well. At the back there, we've got a few more relaxation rooms, and then there's all different kinds of steam rooms. There's one there, there's a Mediterranean steam room. Oh, this is a dark steam room. There's a bright one as well. So, and then you really just can spend ages just going through all the different rooms, getting really hot and then getting really cold. It's brilliant. This is my favourite one, the Mediterranean bath, because it's really, really hot, but you can squirt cold water on your feet at the same time. Over here, there's some heated beds and another great big bubbly jacuzzi. It is quite expensive to visit the spa. I believe it's £80 for an hour. However, if you are in the loyalty scheme, at a certain level you get that for free. Or if you're with someone who's in the loyalty scheme, you can get it at a discounted price. So I ended up only paying £20 because my friend was in the loyalty scheme, so that was really, really good. Definitely worth it. Right, now let's go and explore the rest of deck 7. So here you can see the beautiful ceiling. It's looking quite plain at the moment because this is sunrise. It was very early in the morning making this video to make sure that I didn't get too many people in it. But it's a great place to come and stand and look at the ceiling. So here we've got the TV studio and bar. So this is a nice little bar, and there's a stage. So in here you'll find karaoke and all kinds of game shows and fun things like that. Obviously, there's always a lot going on here. Now let's go across to the other side of the ship. And here we've got the Masters of the Seas, which is a British pub. And this is one of my favourite places on the ship. You can either sit outside here or there's lots of comfortable seating inside as well. And it's really, really cosy. It just has the atmosphere of a really, really nice pub. There's lots and lots of different beers here. And the cocktail menu is a bit strange because it doesn't have normal cocktails. It has beer tails, so cocktails made out of beer. But this is a great place to come, and you'll often find live music on here in the evening. You know, there might be someone with a guitar sitting in the corner, but any time of day it's a good place just to come and sit in a booth and have a pint or have a chat and play cards or do whatever you want to do in the pub. So let's leave the pub now and we'll have a look what else there is to do along deck 7. So in the evening, deck 6 below and deck 7, this is the main place where you'll probably spend your time. And it's such a big ship, you don't need to know where you're going. You can just literally wander around here and see what's happening. There's a lot of street performers, live music going on all over. It's a really, really fun ship. So here we're coming to another one of the specialty restaurants, which is teppanyaki and sushi. So this is a really nice place to sit at a sushi bar, and then inside they've got the teppanyaki live cooking as well. So if you do like Asian food, this is definitely a good place to check out. Now here's another nice place where you can sit and have a drink. All the furniture here is really, really futuristic. I do think that this ship looks so modern that it is futuristic, but you can't deny that it is absolutely beautiful and really, really glamorous. Over here we've got yet more shops. We've got fine jewellery over here. MSC Cruises has a partnership with Swarovski, so you will find a lot of Swarovski jewellery in the shops, as well as some really, really expensive pieces too. Over on this side of the ship we've got the champagne bar, which is one of my favourite bars on the ship. The strawberry bellinis are absolutely to die for. I definitely recommend that you try one of those. You can get all kinds of other cocktails as well here, not just champagne. Now, walking around from the champagne bar towards the back of the ship, we have the casino. It's a really large casino with everything that you could want. And to get to the casino, you have to walk over this glass floor, which is pretty cool. It's got lights, so it just looks like you're going down forever. I really like walking over this floor. Now the casino has got lots and lots of slot machines. It's got a great big bar in the middle, and then there's lots of games tables on the other side. Now, smoking is allowed in the casino, which means that it does stink a little bit. Yeah, that's something you're going to have to put up with, I'm afraid, if you want to use the casino. It does smell of smoke. Obviously, children aren't allowed in here, but they are allowed to walk through it, because you do need to walk through the casino if you want to get to the lounge at the back of the ship, and that's what I'm going to show you next. Here we have the Carousel Lounge, which is right at the back of the ship, and this is a really nice space to come any time of the day. You can pop in here and you can either just have a nice relaxing cup of coffee. You can see the wake views through these massive windows at the back of the ship. There's activities on here in the daytime quite often, and then in the nighttime there'll be shows here with live music, orchestras, things like that. Over in the corner here, there's a bit of a pub style area with a pool table, and there's even in the corner of the room, there's a fireplace, which I think is fantastic because you don't often see a fireplace on a cruise ship, so it's really, really nice and cozy. One thing that is strange though is that they've got a white carpet. I mean, why would you ever have a white carpet in a pub? This is a brand new ship and the carpet is in a state, but that's bound to happen. I'm glad it's not my job to try and keep that clean. So here's the bar where you can get all kinds of drinks, tea and coffee, and you can also get snacks throughout the day here as well. That's all free of charge. So that is all of the lower decks complete. Decks 8 to 14 on this ship are all cabins, so we're going to skip those and we're going to jump up to deck 15, and here we are towards the front of deck 15 at the indoor swimming pool, which is under a domed roof. The pool, as you can see, is 27 degrees. It's lovely and nice and warm. You can swim at any time of the day. Really early in the morning, like now, would be a great time to swim because there's a lifeguard on duty and you've got the whole pool to yourself. This dome area is 2 floors high, so if we head up these stairs, we can have another look at the pool from up here. On each side of the pool there are a hot tub, and then there's another further hot tub on each side as well, over at the side. It does get quite busy here. There's also outdoor pools, but this indoor pool does get a little bit busy, particularly on a cold or rainy day. But there's other things you can do here as well. We've got several football tables which are popular. There's table tennis over here in the corner. And here you can see one of the jacuzzis. These are my favourite hot tubs on the ship, because you can look out and admire the beautiful view from up here. And it's within a glass dome as well, so you are protected from the weather. Also on this deck you've got the MSC Yacht Club, which is only accessible to Yacht Club members. It's a luxury area of the ship. I don't have access to look around that in this video, but hopefully in a future video I will be able to show you that. Also on deck 15 is the Marketplace Buffet. This is open for pretty much all the time, really. It opens very early in the morning and it closes late at night, with just a few gaps in between. And this is a really, really big buffet where you can come and enjoy meals. Here we go, breakfast is 6:30 till 10:30. So let's have a look inside. We've got hand washing stations here. And look at this fantastic Lambretta scooter, love it. What I love about this buffet as well is that there's a mozzarella station. So mozzarella is made freshly on board, and that's used in lots of dishes, including the pizzas. The pizzas here are absolutely fantastic. So let's have a walk now around the whole buffet. It's a really, really big buffet. So I'm going to speed this up and we're going to walk all the way around. We're going to walk around half of it. It goes all the way around in a big circle. It's duplicated on both sides though. So let's just have a quick walk from the front all the way to the back of the buffet. I've got one tip for you now, which you might not notice because I didn't for a while. But there is also an outside dining area at the back of the buffet, and this is the nicest place to sit. When the buffet is really busy, it's often quite quiet here as well because not everyone knows that it's there. So I would definitely recommend that you go right to the back of the buffet, step outside through these doors, and you can eat your food outside in this lovely spacious area and enjoy the best views over the wake of the ship as well. This is a hidden gem on board the ship and it's one of my favourite spots. Heading upstairs to deck 16 now, getting towards the top of the ship, you'll find the gym. It's a great sized gym and it's got lovely views as well over the pool and the centre of the ship. And here we've also got the Sportplex, which is one of the best places for families to hang out. This deck is very much dedicated to families and fun activities. So first of all, we'll start with the video games arcade. This is a decent size. It's got lots and lots of machines. It's very noisy in here. They're all making different sounds. The machines are quite expensive. Most of them are €2 for each game. And you activate it by tapping your cruise card. So that's just something to be aware of. If you leave your children or your teenagers here with the cruise cards, it could quickly burn through quite a lot of money if you're not careful. Now, walking into the Sportplex, you'll see this absolutely huge basketball court. There's lots of other sports go on there as well, football, all kinds of games and activities for the kids. And here we've got the Formula One simulators. This is an extra charge, but it does look like quite a lot of fun to sit inside a Formula One car and drive it. There's a 4D interactive cinema, and then through here there are these virtual reality games that look a lot of fun as well. All these activities are extra, but you can buy a fun pass which gives you credit and makes everything a little bit cheaper. We've got the bowling alley here as well with 2 lanes, and then some more fun arcade games as well. This ship has so much to do. It's a great cruise ship to go on with teenagers. If you do, you can expect to not see very much of them because I guess that they'll just be hanging out in this area with their friends. There's a bar here as well where you can all come and have a drink together. You've got hot dogs, popcorn, things like that in the sports bar. And from here we can head upstairs, because the next deck has even more things for families to do. Up these stairs is where you'll find all of the different kids clubs where you can just drop off your kids for a few hours and know that they're having a really good time with their friends and being looked after by qualified childcare professionals. There's a great big Lego model of the ship here. MSC Cruises also has a partnership with Lego, and there'll be lots and lots of Lego in the kids club for the kids to play with, just to do free play with, and also to do organised things like Lego building competitions. So here is the entrance to the kids club. This is the reception where you can drop your children off at the specified times, which are all listed there. It runs until 11 o'clock at night, midnight for the teenagers, which means that you can enjoy a really nice child-free evening, knowing that they're having a nice time watching a movie and they're probably falling asleep in there if you're my kids, and then getting carried to bed later. Through here we've got the Attic Club, which is just for teenagers. So this is a place where they can just come unsupervised but just hang out with their friends, and they can get mocktails in here and just feel like they're having an adult time, but it is a teenagers only bar. In the daytime there's some activities there as well. Through here we've got the Sky Lounge, which is a really nice bar. This is a great place to come in the daytime because it's got fantastic views out to sea, and it's also a nice place to come and have an after dinner drink, particularly on a formal night. It's just a really good place to sit and admire the views. Just outside of here we've got the Smoking Lounge, which is the indoor smoking area. I definitely would not recommend that you pop your head in here unless you are a smoker, because it's not very nice. But if you are a smoker, at least it means that you don't have to stand outside in the rain. You can come and sit here in a comfortable spot and smoke as much as you like. Let's head outside and up to the top deck and have a look what's up here. Now you will have to use your imagination a little bit and imagine that the sun is shining, because it was a grey day in January, somewhere between Southampton and Hamburg when I filmed this video. But on a sunny day this will be a beautiful place to sit. We've got the pool there, lots of lounges, and then we've got tiers going right up with more seating on each one. Up here there's a nice bar where you can sit and have an outside drink in the sunshine, and there's also a couple of hot tubs like this one. I did manage to brave this hot tub even when it was 0 degrees Celsius outside, and the water is quite nice and warm. I would just say bring a hat because it is windy and your ears can get very cold even though your body is nice and warm. And then I did have to sprint over to the toilets just here on the left to get dressed quickly afterwards. Now we're just going to head upstairs to the very top. Up here is where you'll find the high ropes course and the water park. The high ropes course is a lot of fun. You can just walk all the way around holding onto the ropes. It's not too scary, and it is tame enough that younger children can do it as well, probably from the ages of about 6 and up should be able to do the high ropes course. And here there's lots of slides. We've got the 3 three or four great big slides there, and then the children's splash area. I did also manage to brave the slides, even though it was January. Only the blue one had heated water though, so I gave the other ones a miss. But the blue slide is pretty fun, and yes, you can do that all year round. Of course, there's no queue as well. That's one of the bonuses if you go down these slides in January. I imagine it would get quite busy here in the summer holidays. But yeah, the slides are a lot of fun. There's the two long ones and then this bowl slide here where you go down, spin round and round and plop out of the bottom. This is a really good water park, and it's definitely one of the best features on the ship. There's a smaller slide there as well, which is suitable for children and toddlers, and there's a great big tipping bucket as well, which is just a lot of fun. So this is a really nice place to just chill out and just spend time with the kids, and they've got water guns, you can squirt each other, and then also there's the high ropes course as well. Now let's take a look towards the front of the ship. So we're going to walk all the way around till we get to the main pool area. This part of the ship is also used as a walking and running track, so runners on the left, walkers on the right, so you can go round and round this, get your steps in, and then you won't feel too guilty when you go to the buffet later. Here we have the main outdoor swimming pool. It's actually two pools next to each other, and then up here we have a long jacuzzi with views over the ocean, so that's really nice as well. Again, you're going to have to use your imagination, but on a sunny day this would be a really, really nice place to sit, enjoy the sunshine and watch a movie on the big screen. So I do hope you've enjoyed this tour of the ship, and I'll see you soon.